while we are Satya Sanatan, we are also Nitya Nutan. The Indian land is such, it's ancient and modern at the same time. That is the beauty of India's culture. We always reinvent ourselves, we rediscover ourselves every day. We are ever new, yet the most ancient civilization. And the beauty of that is, while you talk about great ancient scriptural ideas for leadership or Nada Veda as our unique university's proposition, we also talk about artificial intelligence, machine learning, large language models and co-pilots for doctors. That also we talk in the same breath, because there is no conflict there. There is no contradiction. Both exist together in our culture. That's why we always grew. We always were learning. We are always teaching. We were lifelong learners. That is how our sages were. So this idea of also developing artificial intelligence system for the hospital, which is, as I said, growing like Virata Swarupa. It is growing like Trivikrama. Every day more and more is happening, and it's humanly impossible to manage the entire system, the data, the processing of it, the analytics. Just impossible to do it humanly. So that's where the new systems, new technology come into existence, and that's a great opportunity for some of our students to work on these live projects in artificial intelligence, machine learning in the field of healthcare. I was talking to an expert just this morning, an old friend, is into all these entrepreneurship and artificial intelligence. I told him he is doing some fintech and other things. I said, why are you not doing medical related artificial intelligence? He said, Swamiji, it's very resource intensive and very expensive to do medical technologies, because it requires a hospital, then clinical data, patients, and then all the other facilities, doctors. So it's not easy to do. I said, you know what, we are just doing that. How come we always end up doing the most difficult thing? I don't know. But that is our fate, that is our destiny. And I said, because we have hospital, we have clinics across the country, we have so many thousands of patients and doctors. So it's imperative for us to invest in some technology like this. He said, you can do it, but for us, just being a normal AI company, it's very difficult for us to invest this much of money in things like that. So they are doing something else, he said. So then I realized that, this is a difficult job to do. But luckily we have that ecosystem which can help develop these great ideas, great technologies, and in the future, that is how the world is going to be. That is how the world is going to be. It's changing very fast. And he was telling me, what used to happen in 5 years now happens in 5 months. The technology changes, the way things are progressing, and you blink and you miss it. That is how it is now in the field of technology. You just don't know what's coming next. Everything is getting obsolete. Whatever we knew is no more relevant. The world is changing so fast. So as a university, while we study the Vedas and still sing the Carnatic as well as Hindustani, we will also learn artificial intelligence. And next year a course on AI/ML is coming. It's a certification for school children. They can apply for a certification course. For graduates, there's going to be postgraduate diploma in artificial intelligence. And probably a year down the line, there will be a full-fledged science program in artificial intelligence, machine learning, a 4-year program. So that is something that is need of the hour. It is not something that I wake up and get an itch and start off a program. No, it is something that is need of the hour, and it has to be done because we cannot be irrelevant to the modern times. We have to reinvent ourselves as a university. So naturally we are going that way. So that is something that is happening. I'm glad about that as well.